Welcome to Snaccidents! Hey, you might be asking yourself, what's a Snaccident?
Have you been out with friends and accidentally eaten all the appetizers for the table?
Have you sat on the couch for your favourite show and eaten a whole can of Pringles after only the first episode?
Have you gone up for your third plate at the family barbecue when everyone else is still in their first?
Then you, my friends, have had a Snaccident.
But that's okay. We're not here to judge, we're here to help.
By judging.
We accept this dark, dark hunger that lives in every one of us, but we're here to offer you better quality Snaccidents through careful consideration and cutthroat democracy.
Each episode, we bring snacks that we love in a head-to-head battle, an ultimate Snacc-down, where we taste and score each other's snacks and vote on the final Snack Champ.
At the end of each episode, the final
Snack Champ
will go on to fight the winner of the next episode and become our version of a Snack Highlander, or as we like to call it,
Snacklander. Now, what snacks qualify as competitors?
These can be any food or drink item easily attainable. We want to keep it simple and accessible so you can join in the fun at home.
Now, these can be snacks that need small amounts of preparation such as cooking, microwaving, or boiling, but they must consist of the product and just that.
Exactly. Now, with that out of the way, let's introduce ourselves as your guides and experts.
I'm Charlie, your limited edition snack addict.
And I'm Sam, your amateur chocolatier. And now, a quick message from our sponsor. Cacolo Treats is an online luxury confectionery business based in Wiltshire.
Born in the midst of the lockdown, their mission is to spread positivity, motivation, and happiness through everyone's favourite snack, chocolate!
And you'll hear more from them later on. So, this episode's theme is
Valentines snacks!
Love is in the air and hopefully replaced all the COVID.
And perhaps a bit of a late reminder to buy some flowers, chocolates, or maybe a quick apology.
And to help us weigh in on this topic, we have a real-life engaged guy, Rhys Goddard.
Yeah, baby!
So, Rhys, can you perhaps lend us a memorable romantic snacksident that you've perhaps had?
All the romantic snacksidents I've had is where I've stolen Laura's food and she's got really mad. But I can tell my engagement story, that's quite cute.
Yeah,
whereas it's not
go
really,
for
it turned into a beautiful snacksident in the fact that there was a beautiful day. I thought I'd take Laura to the beach for a picnic. You know, I'd been struggling to propose for ages. And then I thought to myself, oh God, where can I put the ring, right? Because it was so hot, it was board shorts t-shirt. I thought the ring box will it'll show my board shorts. I can't do that, there'd be a line. I thought, I can't very well take
I can't
Laura
be seen like this.
Well, I can't take Laura on a romantic
stuff.
picnic and then every time she reaches for the basket, be like, no, get away! So I went to my local supermarket and bought a small pot of green Pringles, you know, the little takeaway box.
The really disappointing ones.
Smashed through the Pringles, rinsed out the box, put the wedding ring in there because, fun fact, my fiance hates sour cream and onion Pringles. Popped them in, sealed it, knowing full well that even if Laura went into the picnic basket, she would never in a million years touch the green Pringles.
Smart man.
Can I just say, I think that is maybe the smartest thing you've ever done in your entire... I've known you for
pretty impressed with
27
myself.
years. That's the smartest thing you've ever done.
That's some hot Good job, brain.
I think it was a
Good
no
job,
until Laura realised how a genius I was. She was like, oh, I can't say no to this now.
This has sealed the deal.
Yeah. This man is a wizard.
He's shown a hidden aptitude that I've never seen before.
Marriage material.
It's like Rain Man, but with rings and Pringles.
So yeah, not really a snacksident, but you know.
No,
It was
A happy
food-related.
snacksident. A happy
Yeah.
snacksident.
Yeah, I think that was lovely, man. Moving on from that, have you got anything else you've been up to at the minute?
Mainly pool work. Hopefully doing the 10k this year, so yeah, chewing through chlorine.
Delicious.
Yeah, I know. Not the tastiest thing in the world, but
Any
yeah.
hot tips for not doing that?
Close your mouth.
I can't. I'm like, when I'm swimming, I'm like a dog.
Yeah, it took me
Like-
weeks.
I've been swimming before and talked to instructors and people that know me and stuff, and they're like, you just can't swim. Like, no coordination with the arms and legs. It's just like, you're just flapping about down there, just quit.
Yeah, we're more hot tub kids.
We're hot tub kids.
Well, unless you throw up in them.
I'm a land boy.
You're more steep and sauna.
Yeah.
More of a tortoise than a turtle.
I don't know what that means.
One of them doesn't swim.
Oh.
There's a lot of videos and like photos of people on and say, "Hey, I found this little guy that thinks I chucked it back in." It's like, they don't swim.
And he drowns. Oh,
very unfortunate.
that's pretty dark.
Charles, what have you been up to this week?
This week, I've been up to something very exciting.
Ooh.
I had a new game arrive over Christmas, and I've only been able to just whack it out. It's called Kingdom Death, and it's a boutique horror survival game. The idea is you play as a bunch of survivors that wake up essentially naked with stones. And then a foul, horrible lion with shark teeth and human hands tries to murder you, and you have to try and kill it before it kills you. The game continues as you go along, trying to keep your survivors alive, basically put against insurmountable odds where you're definitely going to die. Me and Becky played a game recently. We've been doing 2-player, controlling 2-player characters each, and the lion roared at my character, sent her into shock, and she had a heart attack and died. And then smashed into my other character, destroyed his ribs, and the shards from the ribs like burst through his heart, and he died straight up.
Wow, that's pretty brutal.
It's very the rules are very graphic. Like, it's very detailed in how you die and stuff. Like, you can have your this will probably be bleep, but you can and your head exploded. all have
Real
in-game
classy,
effects. Yeah. It's very nice. I like
so
it.
So sort of more of a Kobayashi Maru kind of deal where it's like, how can I lose the least?
Yeah, kind of.
You're not there to win.
It's essentially Dark Souls meets Monster Hunter, if you know anything about either of those two games.
Well, I look forward to playing it.
Yeah. It is very graphic, but I'm sure you'll get past it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Sam, what about you?
Well, everything seemed to be going fine at the minute. Getting back on track, new year, fresh start. Then I got COVID, which was not really planned. Unfortunately, I know Rhys can also relate because he also got COVID. But however, during my time of need, he did in fact bring me my champion survival food of choice, which was original flavour Pringles. Much appreciated, even if they did in fact probably make my throat a lot worse.
Like eating glass.
The salty cutting, yeah. That was unfortunate. But the time was really sucky. But thankfully, all vaccinated up, so it wasn't too bad. I'd also want to give a shout out to the podcast Sawbones with Justin and Dr. Sydney McElroy, who do some really cool deep dives into the history of vaccines and why they work so good. Why they're just really cool. Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, we really need to shout out the McElroys because no one knows about that.
Yeah, they need all the help they can get.
Yeah, God. If they could just get us back on one of their shows. If you're listening, McElroys, that would be ace.
That would be nice. We'd love some more Monster Factory. It's been a while. Right, well, let's move into round one and find out what we brought.
So now we'll each get the chance to fight our case for the snacks we've brought and why we love them.
Right, well, I want to say from the off, my actual romantic Valentine's food of choice is spaghetti bolognese that I often cook for my partner Fern on special occasions, and we absolutely love it. However, we've already had quite the impressive bolognese on the show, even if it's just from a survival pouch. And secondly, mine isn't a product, so it just doesn't qualify. However, there is a product we often have after our fancy spaghetti dinners to round it off, and that is the ever-delicious and always seductive Goo Zillionaires Cheesecake. It is fantastic. Now, this specific Goo treat is the perfect pair for a rich red wine and beautifully complements the multi-layered empire of delight. From the velvet smooth top through the creamy mousse to the gooey caramel, all the way down to the chocolate crumb base, this dessert delivers on every stage. I believe it to be among the best sweet treats you can buy, and every time I have one of these decadent little circles of joy in my fridge, it's all I can think about for the rest of the day. I will say this does already come in handy dandy 2-pack to share with your special someone. However, I have on several occasions seen these, on deal, picked up a couple boxes at the supermarket and eaten them as soon as I've gotten home. I think the most I've probably eaten one day is 5 or 6 at least. They're just so good.
No, Sam, we need to talk about your cholesterol.
Yeah. I need to do something. But yeah, oh man, they are just so good. Rich, creamy, caramelly, chocolatey. It has it all, guys.
I mean, they're pretty top notch. They're high up there for my favourite desserts. And like most people, I imagine, I do have a drawer in my house that's just full of goo pots. And you're like, I'll fill them one day. But no, you just buy more goo pots.
Yes, they're absolute bangers. They are so complex, yet like simple enough to enjoy at any time of day, any occasion. They just fit so well with everything. I really love them. And again, just to point out, as Charlie's mentioned, the nice little glass ramekin you have, nice little sauce pot. You put some olives in there, some toothpicks, whatever.
Some dice.
It's a nice little treat, actually, that they give you a little glass ramekin.
Yeah.
I think it smacks
It's a
of
bit
class. It's rich in more ways
Class
than
of
one.
glass.
But
It's a very bougie
No, I
chocolate
think-
mousse, isn't it?
I think it's one of those things, unfortunately, where I would love to see glass used in so many more things, because again, it's so much more sustainable. You break it down, just use it again, you wash it, whatever it is. But we just can't be trusted to not have it as things that we smash or just.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is what I brought with me today, and it is maybe one of my all-time favourite top 10 food products ever.
Is that Stone Cold Steve Austin?
That is a Stone Cold Steve Austin fact right there.
Well,
Not bad.
I look forward to eating it because I do very much enjoy this. Both things that Sam was going to bring, I was going to bring both of them, which is why I had egg as my first.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's not unfortunate? Whatever Rhys has brought with him today, what might that be?
But I thought this was going to be a very dessert-heavy episode, so I tried to think of some fun way to like jazz it up a bit. And shout out to Josh. This may be incorrect, but he told me a cute little story that apparently in Italy, when the wife was very keen on, starting a family, when the man got home from work, she'd want to make a really quick romantic dinner, which was basically just pasta. And I thought, what's the closest thing to that in modern day England? Tortellini. It's got to be tortellini. So I have brought with me today Jamie Oliver's Carbonara Tortellini. 4 minutes. 4 minutes is all it takes.
It was
to have
very
a
quick.
lovely, romantic pasta dish with your girlfriend. So Josh, don't be mad. I stole your story, but
Toast's
Toast.
quicker than pasta. Or a nice egg.
so yeah, on Valentine's Day, quick easy meal, bish bash bosh.
I mean, this is it. I do love a nice sketty dinner. A nice this is it. This is what I was saying. I like a nice spaghetti dinner as much as the next one.
Yeah, it's nice and easy.
Laura's appreciative that during lockdown, Jamie Oliver encouraged me to cook more. So I've become a bit better cook in
That's
lockdown.
fair enough.
It's very romantic.
Jamie is a god in our house.
Food is love.
Food is
Really
love. I mean, look at Jamie Oliver.
Passion.
He loves food. Sorry, Jamie, love you.
Oh.
Oh.
What about you, Charlie? What have you brought?
Well, it's a tough choice for me. My first choice for a romantic snack, funnily enough, is pancakes. Over lockdown, it's been a tradition of mine and Becky's to fit in a long-ass walk followed by pancakes once a week. Anyone that says, oh, pancake day, no. Pancake day is any day you want it, right? Unfortunately, these pancakes are homemade and delicious. So I'd hate to mar that tradition by bringing some nasty microwave thing that I haven't tried before.
Oh, absolutely horrific.
So instead, I decided to go for another love of ours. They've been a hot topic on this podcast already. It is, of course, Krispy Kreme donuts. I went with arguably the most erotic of their offerings. Strawberry and cream is the obvious choice, as on Valentine's Day, they make the same donut exactly, just in the shape of a heart.
Oh.
I mean, the product speaks for itself. It's creamy and delicious and sweet. I love the dough of the donut. It's got that kind of toughness to it, a bit of bite, and then it's just filled with that delicious goop. But yeah, I mean that's my offering, and it's going to be a tough struggle to beat.
It's going to be a tough struggle. I mean, again, I already love Krispy Kremes. I don't know if this one's my favourite, but I haven't had them in quite a while.
I had
thankfully.
to go for the pink one because it's it's Valentine's stuff.
Well, before we move on to the judging, has anyone got any honourable mentions?
I still think strawberries is probably the ultimate romantic snack.
Are we talking
A punnet.
strawberry? Just a punnet, so just strawberries on, not like chocolate dip.
A punnet would have done it.
A punnet.
I mean, you can add chocolate to it. I mean, a strawberry is, it's in the shape of a heart. What's more Valentine's Day?
I didn't really like strawberries for a long, long time, and then Becky would chop them up and sprinkle some sugar on them, put them inside the fridge, and suddenly I'm like, fuck, I love strawberries.
See, now, I agree with this entirely, but you got to be careful with that fridge, because you put them in that fridge too long, they come out chilled, and they just taste like icy water death, and you've lost all that precious expensive ass strawberry flavour, those natural sugars.
They gotta be somewhat fresh.
I find too often, though, the problem is that you never get them when they're perfectly in season, unless you want to put a mortgage down. It's kind of a struggle a lot of time to find any good ones.
It's just easier to buy sweets, isn't it? That's sad.
Yeah.
Like, a Mawam's always going to taste like Mawam.
But this is the thing, you want strawberries in November, you got to give up a few things chasing the dream.
Yeah, you got to do someone a favour.
I didn't think strawberries were going to be so controversial.
Oh. Oh no! I mean that the thing is, they have great highs and some lows.
It's just the inconsistency.
They
I feel.
flew too close to the sun.
Yeah, their little strawberry wings melted.
Oh yeah. Dark chocolate, apparently. I can go for that. I'm not sure about oysters.
Charles?
My honourable mention is pancakes. It's a joy to make pancakes as a couple. Bit of time in the kitchen together, rustling those up. You make fun of each other's pancakes because they're like whack. And that's and then you can put whatever topping you want. You know, it's good for everyone. It's a vehicle.
It's a canvas
Flavour.
for which
flavour,
you
yeah.
can paint your saucy masterpiece.
It's art. And you know what, like, my go-to, sugar and lemon.
Oh, the classic. My favourite as well. 100%.
I do.
I've made a savoury pancake. I've gone spinach pancake with cottage cheese and avocado on it.
But yeah, that's my thing. Make pancakes with your loved ones. It's good fun.
Nice.
Sam.
Whether you pair it with Gazillionaires or not, I've got to give a shout out to Jammy Red Roo. It's made by Yellowtail, and I'll admit, it's a dumb name. I'm not a big fan of the name, but it is delicious. Me and Fred love it. It's a real rich sort of dessert wine, like very close to like a fortified or maybe more close to port. But man, it's become a real family favourite.
And it's because it is more dessert than wine.
It's real good though. I adore it. It's
That's
just got
Jammy
this,
Red Roo.
It's got this like just nice Moorish tang to it that. It's the opposite of a palate cleanser. It just coats it, and it is just even on its own. It's such a nice, rounded, well-developed drink. With that, let's move on to the next round, which is, of course,
The eating it.
let's go.
But first, snack facts. Did you know over 500 billion Oreos have been sold, with over 35 billion bought in 2011 alone, which, as we know, was like the last good year.
I think that was the last good year before everything kind of went a bit south. Ah, well. Did you know Oreos offer over 85 different flavours, including, but not limited to, watermelon, hot and spicy cinnamon, fireworks, wasabi, love, who knows, chicken wings, and limeade, as well as a mystery flavour.
Oh, we should start a Patreon. We're starting a Patreon to help cover our travel to America.
Try every Oreo flavour.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, some of those sound cool, some of them sound awful. I can't imagine chicken wing, chocolate biscuit, anything.
I mean, I imagine they mostly taste like, you know, when you get those treats and you're like, it tastes like sugar with a hint of this.
Seems like someone breathed near it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
A chicken stood on this Oreo once.
I don't want that. Great. Well, there's some are cool, some maybe science.
That's some wild Oreo facts.
Woo! That's
Snack facts.
So, entering round 2, Rhys, we're going to try yours first, which is the...
Jamie Oliver Carbonara Tortellini. Hold tight.
It was a bit cold. The flavours in it were pretty nice. I liked the, what was it? It was like leek and pancetta,
yeah.
which are all good. One thing that I don't really like is when it's got a grainy texture to it. I like quite a smooth filling. And I got a bit of graininess, obviously. I expect it would have been real nice if it was a bit warmer. And if it had some stuff with it. You know, some sauce or...
Parmesan.
Just
olive oil.
a sprinkle of olive oil or butter.
Some oil or some... I still don't get the whole butter thing, but some salt on it. It was okay in terms of the actual context of the snack. It makes sense. And you're not going to be too lethargic.
I'm impressed by the big word, Charles. No, I mean, for me, I enjoyed it. It was good. I appreciate that it wasn't, like, too heavy. It wasn't, like, too dense of sort of like a pasta dish. But, I don't know, I feel like I've had better tortellini. And I like my pastas. I like my raviolis and whatnot. But I wasn't blown away. It was a good dish. And to be honest, like, if we're talking, say, like a main course... I don't want to throw down my goo too hard yet. But yeah, like a goo as a main course versus like a nice like tortellini or just general pasta dish kind of thing. Obviously, it's going to go to the pasta.
Got that good carb energy.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not gonna burn out. You're not gonna have a sugar crash.
Okay, so the next one we're going to try is Krispy Kreme, strawberries and cream. Charles, are you feeling better?
I'm gonna have to sit this one out because the donut tried to kill me.
Yeah, it's a shame we didn't record that bit, but we would have sounded particularly good.
Yeah, no, bad listening. I feel a bit better now, but I'm going to have to mark my own product down because it did try and murder me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to get people to sign a waiver before they guest on the show. Oh, man, I haven't had one of these bad boys in quite some time, since the Rona hit, and damn, it was real good. I mean, it was one of those things that's like, it's too sweet, it's overly sweet, but it had a real good flavour still, and I've genuinely missed them. Like the strawberries and cream in particular, like, ooh. Yeah, it's that strawberry flavouring it almost tastes like it's real. I'm not sure if it is. But it's not that sort of like over-crystallised fake jam that you get in like, I don't know, box of chocolates kind of ones. But it was really nice, yeah.
It was very tart, and then you've got the cream that kind of plays against that. But I didn't have... sorry.
It's still trying to take him down.
I didn't feel as though I could enjoy it to the full because... I've eaten quite a lot.
And you've hurt yourself.
And I've hurt myself. Normally, you can get them from Tesco's, actually cheaper than you can get them in Krispy Kreme, which is nice.
Is that true?
Yep, it's less for a 12 box in Tesco's than it is Krispy Kreme. And there is a Tesco's nearby, so that's dangerous. But I normally hit up Krispy Kreme or the Tesco's after a long walk, and then it's a real treat. No, good donut, bad eating.
Sure. It was a sensational donut, but I'm not sure a regular Donny isn't. I'll be honest, I'm cheap when it comes to donuts. If they're not in a 50p bag in the supermarket,
that's the thing. I just love like that thick top fondant.
I tell you what, I got to give a shout out to M&S and their Cronuts.
Cronuts.
Is it Cronuts? Hex nuts?
What's that?
They're basically hexagonal donuts where, like, on each corner you get that like slightly extra crispy bit where it's been fried. Oh man.
So a croissant and a donut.
It's almost like a yum yum as well, like the way the layers are in there as well with the sugar. It's really good.
They are not exclusive to M&S, I would just say that.
Oh, I'm talking about specifically the M&S ones though.
Oh yeah, they're probably nice. I just got the World's Fittest Cookbook by Ross Edgley, and one of the
recipes he said, get a burger and put it between two donuts.
Yeah, well the thing is with these really long swims, it's just becomes an eating contest in the end. So when you get back, it's just about recovery. So you can get
just
in the
eat
water
butter,
again.
maintain body mass.
He was literally like, if you ignore everything health and fitness related, this is my favourite recipe. And what it was, proper beef burger, gherkins, all sorts, squished between two donuts. You don't find that in a recipe book and you go, no, don't fancy that. So I went to Tesco's, couldn't get a decent donut, so I got the Cronuts, Beyond Meat burger in between, gherkins, tomato, game changer.
I think that's the thing. If you're talking about like exercise and diet and stuff, if you're doing the right exercise, your diet matters less and less. It's like if you're burning off the stuff that you eat, doesn't really matter.
You don't have to be
eating.
super strict.
I think the problem is too many people start off with, I'm going to eat all the terrible, terrible stuff, and then slowly try and get in shape. It's like, oh, it's just not working very well.
Yeah, I went out for a jog.
I did 20 press-ups.
Truth is, when you crack enough volume out, your body desperately needs carbohydrates. And what's
it's just
more
looking for calories to burn
Donut with a burger in it.
It was, I would say, we were topping 1,000 calories for that burger.
Whoa.
And I would have it again. It was sensational. Weird though. I never thought about it, but it worked really well.
See, I've always wanted one of those blooming onions they used to do in Outback Steakhouse in America. Obviously, we don't have them here anyway, but I think they topped out at like, it was either just under or just over 2,000 calories a portion. Man, I wanted to try one of those. But yeah, no,
They were good.
In terms of donuts, love Krispy Kreme. They're fantastic. We talked about them a lot on the show before, and I also got to give another shout out to the seasonal ones they had at Asda, which were the apple and then dark cherry ones as well. Oh, they were so good. But again, I haven't seen them there for like
you shouted
2
those
years.
out at Halloween, Sam.
I did. I haven't
That's
seen
trying to
them
get
in 2 years,
sponsored.
and I'm just hoping the more I mention it, the more the chance I'll bring it back.
Let's send you a case.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Don't necessarily know if it was my favourite Krispy Kreme, but after not having one for a while, damn, they're real good.
It was pink. It's Valentine's Day, baby. It's pink. I had to do it.
Yeah, that does go in your favour.
Plus,
we did shout out strawberries earlier as well. So
I could have brought the Biscoff ones along, but that would have been less for me.
I mean, I like Biscoff too, and I know Rhys likes Biscoff, so that might have been a winner.
Let's eat your dessert. It's Goo o'clock.
We're going to try my Goo Goo Zillionaires Cheesecakes next.
Let's do it.
So, Charles, What did you think?
It didn't choke me. It's delicious.
It knew your safe word.
Yeah, it knew my safe word. It's pickles. It was delicious.
The name of our grand's cat, so that's really creepy.
Yeah, that's unpleasant.
It was rich and delicious, and it was multi-textured, and it's got a little bit of razzle-dazzle on the top of that gold sparkle. It comes in a pack of 2 to share. There's really nothing that I can say bad about this Goo
It's
bar.
very hard to find things to mark it down on, really.
Time I've eaten so many of these.
Oh, yeah.
And it would be heresy to say that this one wasn't my favourite.
Yeah, I don't think there's another one I prefer goo-wise, flavour-wise.
No, absolutely not.
It's a well-rounded, romantic night and snack.
Like, I could definitely pop off and eat 2 of them.
Oh, yeah, that's the problem. I could very easily eat a second one now, but I know I would feel bad.
One of the downfalls for it, I don't like the fact that you have to have a spoon.
Yeah.
Maybe they're missing a
Yeah.
trick with the glass. Maybe they need an edible surround.
Yeah, or like
You
a...
just chew
Like a very
pie.
thin
Oh,
tart
that's
taste.
pie.
Oh, like a chocolate.
Mixture of between a donut and a goo pudding could be. Donut, you can eat the whole thing.
Yeah, no, you have a donut with the goo inside.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh, like a donut cup.
that's pretty good. Oh man, you need to be in marketing, my
I
dude.
love all these ideas.
It's almost like he is. The problem is, it's just so exquisite. It's hard to find. It's hard to talk about it for very long because there's not more to say to it than just, oh, you're so great.
It tastes good.
Alright.
Had to be done. It had to be done. It was right there. Please no hate.
Sam's gonna cut it. No, he's gonna cut it.
Well, we'll see, won't we? Any final thoughts before we move on to the final round?
I'm going to need to be wheeled out of here.
We're all feeling very ill.
Oh, I'm fine. You guys got a weak-ass constitution. To re-roll that.
Years of practice.
Yeah. Check out my watch.
I guess final thoughts. The pasta would have been nice if you had served it to me sat at a table with some accoutrement.
Like a nice
Something.
candle.
Yeah, some candles. Really treat me right. The other 2, the donut tried to choke me. I love it, but it's not as good as the donut. And
No, not quite.
maybe a different flavour of donut.
Perhaps. Right, well, let's get judging. Alright guys, it's time for the all-important third round where we vote for this episode's
Snack Champ! Alright guys, it's voting time. Sam, what are you voting for?
Oh, I mean, this was hard. Like, again, I love a little bit of tortellini. I like my pasta, but
Pretending that it's in the proceedings.
really, yeah. I mean, it was a 2-horse race. It was
Have my moment
between
with the fridge.
the Krispy Kreme and the Goo. Oh man, I really love the Krispy Kreme. It's been a while since I've had one, but I don't know. Goo has never disappointed. I've never had a stale Goo. I've never had a Goo where they've they've forgotten to put the filling in or anything like that, or the Goo has touched the lid of the box before I've got it home, or sat in the car too long.
Against Krispy Kreme.
But no, Goo has always been there for me. It has been, man, it's a clear winner for me.
It's a Gootopia.
Gootopia, exactly. Rhys, how about you?
It's got to be the goo pudding. It's just literally designed for what we were testing it for.
Yeah, it's almost taken the fun out of it.
No,
Who
I
could have
think-
seen that coming?
I do. I just think goo isn't a very attractive name for something you're about to eat. But I can appreciate I'm clearly wrong because everybody eats it all the time.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is the thing. If that's your only real complaint about it, then I think they're doing a
It's
pretty
a
good
staple.
Yeah, I think. Do you know what it is? I think they couldn't fit more than 2 letters on the lid. Right, we've got to be
job.
careful
Yes,
about
that
this.
was definitely the problem they were
What are we
having.
going to call this?
Mate, so it's Goo for you.
Yes, I will. I will say goo.
That's okay. Charles, that just leaves you.
I mean, I've got to go with my heart on this one, and for me, it's the pasta.
The dry, cold.
No. I'm thinking about what it'd be like warm, and I think I'm gonna go with pasta on this
I
one.
mean, it was nice. Again, like I said, I don't think it was the best I've ever had, but
I'm doing the humble thing. I've just got a real love in my heart for the Italians, so I have to go for pasta, and I really feel bad about what we
trying to
said
get like
to
a kitchen apprenticeship with Jamie.
Yeah, I feel bad what we said about Jamie earlier. So his pasta's top notch, and I love it, and it's better than all the rest of them.
I don't believe you, but we'll take it and we'll move on. Jeez. Alright, well, is there anything the others could have done to maybe push them over the edge?
Pasta could have had more heat, more olive oil, more parmesan, and maybe
Can I just say,
lemon.
the reason we can complain about this is because Rhys asked me to cook it half an hour before we actually got
That's
to
totally my fault.
eating
I
it,
thought
which is unfortunate, but it's just how it worked out.
I thought it would be less disruptive.
Yeah. I enjoyed it, but
It's a candlelit dinner occasion.
Well,
I mean, I think, yeah.
And once more, we enter the plane of the Snacklanders.
Who will be the winner? Disaronno Amaretto, reigning champ, or the new kid on the block, Goo Goo Zillionaires? Let's find out. So, reigning champ, Disaronno Amaretto, enters the ring once again. Rhys, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling that the Frigerano should be there in place. I'm going to go for...
Not bitter!
Not bitter at all. I'm going to go for the goo pudding, again, because I just don't like Disaronno.
It's almost like a fixed gig.
Yeah, I know. But yes, the goo pudding is, I think, a worthy Snacklander.
Sam, I want to hear what you want to say first because I'm so on the fence.
This is a real toughie. I mean, this is the thing. I feel like, yet again, the goo, one of my top 10 favourite snacks of all time. It's perfect, but it's hard to find anything else that replicates that
Can't drink it
warm,
in the
fuzzy
club.
feeling. Yeah, you can't drink a goo in the club unless it's really hot out, like maybe Florida. But no, it's just hard to recreate that fuzzy, warm feeling I get when I have just a sip of Disaronno on a nice cold evening or like a beautiful summer's day. Any of it, it's just...
I think that warm, fuzzy feeling is just alcohol.
It is, but not all of them do the same. I don't feel as special as when I have my Disaronno, and that's just what it comes down to. So my vote has got to be Disaronno.
The question is, at what point do we find something more delicious than a goo? Probably never.
And everything you put against it, you just go, well, you can't be that warm, fuzzy feeling of Disaronno.
That's the problem. I don't get the hot face.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's that certain level of fuzzy make face good.
Yeah, exactly. Word smooth.
But the question is, like,
Good talk.
good talk. But there has to be something that beats that.
There has to be, and I think this is definitely the closest we've come so far.
I just want to vote Frigerano, and then we're best of both worlds.
We should have mixed the fridge with the goo. I could have taken down the Disaronno.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Goo Zillionaires flavoured fridge.
The Gafrige.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying, go with what your heart tells you. I'm not going to be sad either way because I love both.
Alright.
So, Charles, final word.
Final word.
What's it going to be?
100% final word. I'm going to have to go the Frigerano.
No. No.
Okay, guys, I'm going to have to go for Amaretto. It's the Amaretto!
Oh, there's a fist
It's the
again!
Amaretto for the fuzzy make feel good.
Oh, the fuzzy make feel good.
The fuzzy make feel good is undeniable, and
It's hard to beat. I was pretty confident that Goo was maybe going to knock it off the top spot, but
I don't see.
apparently not.
If Goo's not going to do it, I'm worried that nothing ever will.
I mean, I'm excited if we find something that does. Charles, this can only mean...
Amaretto stands upon the throne.
So, this is its 4th episode of The Top now. Will anything ever knock it off?
I can think of only one thing, Sam.
Frigerano.
Frigerano. Frigerano 2022, baby.
And so, we'd like to thank our sponsors once more for supporting the show. Cocolo Treats, an online luxury confectionery brand based in Wiltshire.
They sell a variety of confectionery goods including handmade chocolate bars, creamy fudge, and pick-and-mix sweets, as well as specialty coffee and tea.
They have a wide selection of gifts that are perfect for everyone, especially with Christmas coming up. So, head to www.cocolotreats.com to browse their full collection. Thanks again. So, Rhys, thank you for coming on the show once again. Is there anything you'd like to plug or anything you're up to at the minute?
Yes, I'm starting a crowdfunder for Frigerano. Please send me money so that we can make this a reality and finally knock Disaronno off the top spot.
But is there anything else you'd like to give a shout out to that is real?
Big shout out the Adrenaline Quarry in Liskeard in Cornwall for getting permission to build the world's biggest aquapark opening in Easter. Let's go.
Right, well, thank you everyone for joining us once again. If you know someone who you think will enjoy the show, please just send them a link or, give them the episode to listen to. Thanks for listening. See you next time.
Bye.
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 Now, if you've got any suggestions, questions, or stories of your own Snaccidents, send those to snaccidentspodcast@gmail.com. Go snack yourself!
You can find us on all the regular socials, plus you can always check out our website at snaccidentspodcast.com for more.
And thank you all for listening.
Join us next episode for all new themes, all new snacks, and maybe a new
Snacklander! Keep it crunchy!